Hey guys, what's up? It's Rochelle, and today is Friday, January 28th, 2011. I'm usually on Thursday, but I had some problems this week with making my video, so today I'll be Friday. And yeah, this week's topic was our coming out stories, and for me personally, I had more than one coming out story because when I first came out, I classified as lesbian, which soon made me realize that I'm not a lesbian, I'm transgender. So I had to come out like twice, but I didn't come out publicly about transgender yet, only some of my friends know that. But I'll start with my lesbian coming out story. When I came out originally as lesbian like in October, early November maybe, around there. I first told my friend Addie about it, and she was really accepting and supporting, and she's always been there for me. So it was hard to tell at first, but she's like, "Oh, I kind of figured you were actually at that gaydar," and I was like, "Ah, thanks." But yeah, guys never were my thing, but it's no big deal because I don't like them. So it was easy telling her, and she sticks up for me if someone makes a rude comment about me. When I came out as lesbian to my mother, I was like, "Mom, I'm Yag backwards." She's like, "Yag," and I'm like, "Yeah, spell it backwards." She's like, "Oh, you're gay," and I was like, "Yeah, is that cool?" And she's just like, "Well, you're still young, so you don't really know what you are yet. It's probably just a phase," which kind of ticked me off. But I didn't say anything. I was like, "Yeah, whatever, Mom." I don't want to argue with her. Uh, my dad doesn't know about my orientation whatsoever. I don't know whether he expects me to be some perfect little child, but like I didn't turn out to be. I'm pretty much a disappointment in his eyes. He already hates me pretty much, so if I tell him I'm transgender, he'll probably just disown me, to be honest. So he really doesn't like playing up with me now, but he does because my mom. He's just a really big asshole. Sorry for swearing, but he really is. Like, he pressures me to lose weight. He pressures me to get A's. Like, it's too much. I'm only a teenager, and I'm not even good at school. I'll try wicked hard, and the best I'll get is like a 75. I'm just like, wow, that's disappointing. But like, I just really can't stand him. I know everyone should love their parents, but I hate him with a burning passion. I know this is fucked up. If he died tomorrow, I really wouldn't care. Like, I'd be better off with just me and my mom, because I love my mom. She's amazing. So that's a good thing, I guess. Um, and then I came out as transgender to one of my friends, Savetta Loranger. And it's weird. So we weren't even friends that long. Like, we were talking like as people, not as like a couple, because she's straight. Yeah. Um, yeah. We were talking maybe like 2, 3 weeks. We weren't even talking that long, and I already opened up to her like so much, like about my depression, and she's like supporting me. I'm one day saying, "I think it's really cool that you're publicly out as lesbian, and if you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. I support you." And she said she had a lesbian cousin, which was really cool at the time. And then like I later told her that I was transgender, but I didn't come out as transgender because I just don't want to be made fun of. Like, no one gives me a hard time for being lesbian because they're kind of, my school is pretty liberal, so they're more accepting. There's already like 8 lesbians in my school, maybe. Some are still in the closet, but like I know there's 8 lesbians in my school. I'm only transgender. No one really knows that except for Addie, Sveta, Andrea. Oh, and Danielle. But I'm not really close to Danielle. I want to become close to her because she's a cool kid. And yeah. Sveta really helped me a lot. And her mom helped me too. I don't really talk to Sveta that often anymore, which is sad. and I'm going to change her because I miss her, and she's just a really good person. She's probably like one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life. She's probably pretty kiss-ass, but it's totally true. But, yeah. And then I tried to tell my mom I was transgender. I actually got like a piece of paper, and I was like, Mom, read this. And I was like, I'm transgender, sorry. And she didn't really know how to react. She's like, what the fuck is this? I'm just like, I'm transgender. What do you mean, what the hell is this? And she's just like, well, what's that mean? Well, I'm a guy trapped in this stupid girl's body. And she's like, you never know what you really are, what you want. You say you want this and that, and you'd be happy for like a day. I'm just like, Mom, you don't know me. You think you know me, but you really don't. Then I started crying, and she was yelling at me, and I was getting all upset. She's like, why are you crying for? Boys don't cry. You know, like, that right there just, like, killed me. I'm just like, really, Mom? Really? And, yeah. It didn't really go that well. Like, she says she accepts it, but she really doesn't. She just says that to make me feel okay. But I know she doesn't accept it, which is stupid as hell. And, yeah. She's just being a really big bitch about the whole thing. She won't let me start hormones until 18. I'll have to pay for it. And if I do it before I graduate, she's probably gonna kick me out of the house. And if my dad finds out, I'm probably screwed. That's pretty much my life. It's kind of sad. Especially since, like, her not accepting it makes me more depressed. I just want to start my transition already. Like, she was like, you should just already be glad that I let you get the haircut. Like, you don't need hormones to be a guy. Just be yourself. I'm just like, Mom, you don't understand that. Like, it's hard trying to be what you're supposed to be, but you're not in the right body. But, like, with my binder, my chest is flatter, which I'll show you. You can't really tell I have boobs. Sorry, that's like flaps. Yeah, you can't really tell I have boobs at all. That's just loose shirt. It's not anything. Yeah. It's just really hard. I just wish she'd accept it. Like, I asked her, like, I don't know, maybe earlier this week if I can go to gender therapy. And I explained it to her, and she was like, oh, you just want to go so you can get your prescription for testosterone. I'm like, well, yeah, kind of, but I have questions about my gender. I just want to talk to a therapist that's trained for it. And she's not all aboard on it, but I'm probably going to go anyways, somehow. Yeah, that's my crappy ass coming out story. And I'm going to answer the questions. Yeah. Let's see. Morgan asks, do you think it's harder for feminine gays than straight acting gays? It's definitely harder for feminine gays since they're bullied by the straight guys, which isn't really nice. Like, one of my friends is gay, and some guys are like, oh, I don't want to sit next to him, he's gay. And I'm just like, that's so messed up in so many ways. He's still the same person, and I'm pretty sure he won't hate on you because you're not that attractive, buddy. But yeah, they're pretty stupid. Not gays, people, the homophobics are stupid. Robin asks, how are you with big tests? Some you take better than others. I'm horrible at taking tests. The only test I'm good at taking is like English, and that's probably it. I'm horrible at history. In math, I just like black out and I never finish the test. Well, I don't have any midterms yet, actually. I don't even know if I have any this year because like none of my teachers are talking about them, so I'm guessing I'm not having any. But you never know. Alright, and to answer my question from last week, how old were you when you came out about sexuality? I was 16 when I came out about my sexuality, so I'm still 16, so I recently came out of the closet, like a few months ago, so props to me, and other gays that came out recently. Yeah. Jacob asked, what type of movie do you think your life would be, and why? My life would be a comedy, because there's a lot of funny stuff, and I do some idiotic things that turn out to be really funny. And yeah, this video is really long, so I'll let you guys go. And thanks again, Jacob, for filling in for me yesterday and letting me take your spot today. Alright, bye guys, I hope you have a great weekend.